This is an SU TV News Update, brought to you by the NDSU Bookstore.
The Bison will be trying to make history on Saturday when they face the Towson Tigers in the FCS National Championship game here at Toyota Stadium. With the win on Saturday, the Bison will either tie or break school records and FCS records. The Bison will be trying to pull off a three-peat, something that has only happened one other time in FCS history. They would also be the third school to win 24 straight games in FCS history. Appalachian State was the only other team to pull off a three-peat between 2005 and 2007. Penn and Montana are the only two schools to win 24 games in a row. Penn from 1992 to 1995, and Montana from 2001 to 2002. The Bison can set a school record with 15 wins in one season and would be the 14th undefeated team in school history and the first since the 1990 Division II title team. Well, coming off a torn ACL, NDSU senior captain and middle linebacker Grant Olson's season seemed to be put to an end. However, after putting off surgery until the end of the season, Grant Olson looks to have made a comeback and will be suited up for the national championship game. Olson's role and how much he is to play is still in question. And senior wide receiver Ryan Smith looks to be full go after tweaking his hamstring in the win against New Hampshire in the national semifinal game. For Towson, senior starting quarterback Peter Athens will start despite spraining his throwing arm shoulder in the national semifinal win over Eastern Washington. While there's been plenty to keep up with for the players and fans in this busy week in Frisco before the national championship game, this morning, Towson and NDSU football players held a closed practice at Dr. Pepper Park, and following later in the day was NDSU's community outreach event held only several blocks away from this very spot. Later tonight, NDSU will join the annual Great Texas Barbecue Bowl, where fans will get a chance to dine with players from both teams as they enjoy an evening of Texas-cooked food. Tomorrow, you can once again expect plenty of fans to be at NDSU's Pep Fest, but this year, the Bison Information Network will be bringing you a pregame show shot on the scene at the event. And of course, after tailgating on Saturday is the moment we've all been waiting for, the national championship game itself, which will hopefully end in a Bison three-peat. After the game, you can catch the Bison Information Network's post-game recap as we look over and review the game. For more information, stay tuned to ndsusben.com. And now let's take a look at the weather brought to you by MapBus. The weather here in Frisco is quite a bit different from that of Fargo. Today we're seeing temperature differences of 56 degrees when you include the wind chill. Down here in Frisco, who could ask for better weather? It's a mild 39 degrees. Tonight, we will see lows dipping down to the low 20s, but tomorrow should be as high as 50 degrees and sunny. Taking a look at our extended forecast, we'll see temperatures get to 64 degrees on Saturday for game time, which should be great for our fans. And for the trip home, expect mostly clear skies with highs in the 30s. This has been an SUTV News Update brought to you by the NDSU Bookstore.
This is an SU TV News Update, brought to you by the NDSU Bookstore.